Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by tall iroko trees and a winding river, there lived a young girl named Amara. Amara was known throughout the village for one thing: her heart. She was kind, not the kind of kindness people show when others are watching, but the quiet kind, the kind that shows itself when no one is looking. She helped the elderly carry firewood. She shared her food even when she had little. And every evening she would walk down to the river, not just to fetch water, but to sit, to think, to listen, because to Amara, the river was alive. Now the elders of the village had always warned, do not stay too long by the river at dusk, for the river sees more than your eyes can see, and hears more than your ears can hear. But Amara was not afraid because she believed something simple. If your heart is pure, nothing will harm you. One evening, as the sun melted into the sky and painted the river gold, Amara sat by the water, gently tracing her fingers along the surface. Suddenly, she heard a voice, soft, echoing, almost like it was coming from inside the water itself. Amara froze. Her heart began to race. Who is there? She whispered. The river rippled, and slowly, very slowly, a figure began to rise from the water. It was a woman, beautiful, but not like any human Amara had ever seen. Her skin shimmered like flowing water. Her eyes glowed softly in the fading light. I am the spirit of this river, she said. Amara should have run. Any other child would have run, but she didn't. Instead, she bowed her head respectfully. What do you want from me? She asked quietly. The river spirit studied her, long and carefully. I have watched you, she said. You come here every day. You take water, but you also give something. Amara frowned. Give? Yes, the spirit said gently. You give kindness. You give peace. You give your thoughts, your truths. Then the spirit spoke again. I will give you a gift. Amara's eyes widened. A gift? The spirit nodded. But remember this, every gift carries a test. From the water, the spirit lifted a small calabash. It looked ordinary, simple, almost worthless. Take this, she said, but listen carefully. Never open it out of greed. Not only it, when your heart tells you it is right, you open it. Amara accepted it with both hands. Thank you, she whispered. And just like that, the river spirit disappeared beneath the water. From that day, Amara's life began to change. At first, nothing happened. Days passed. Weeks passed. The calabash remained closed. One afternoon, Amara returned home to find her mother sick. Very sick. They had no money, no food, no help. Amara sat beside her mother, tears streaming down her face. And then she remembered the calabash. Her heart pounded. Is this the moment? She wondered. Slowly, carefully, she opened it. Inside was not good. Not money, but something even more surprising. Food. Fresh, warm food. Enough to feed her mother, enough to keep them alive. Amara cried, not out of sadness, but out of gratitude. From that day on, she only opened the calabash when it truly mattered, and every time it provided exactly what she needed. But in every village, there is always someone watching, someone waiting. That someone was the tortoise. Slow, clever, and full of greed. The tortoise had been observing Amara, watching her life improve, watching her, watching her smile again, and he wanted to know why. One day he approached her. "Ah, my dear Amara," he said with a sly smile. "You look happy these days." Amara nodded politely. "I am grateful," she replied. The tortoise leaned closer. "Grateful for what?" At first, Amara said nothing, but the tortoise was patient and cunning. Day after day he returned, talking, laughing, pretending to be kind. Until one day, Amara made a mistake. She told him. The tortoise's eyes lit up. "A magical calabash?" he whispered. "Oh, how wonderful." But inside, his heart burned with greed. That night, the tortoise crept into Amara's heart, quietly, slowly, and he stole the calabash. He ran deep into the forest, his heart racing with excitement. "This is it," he said. "I will be the richest creature in the land." Without thinking, without waiting, without listening to his heart, he opened the calabash. At first, nothing happened. Then suddenly, a loud roar echoed through the forest. The ground shook, the wind howled, and from the calabash came chaos. Storms, darkness, creatures of fear, everything the tortoise had ever brought into the world through greed came back to him. He screamed, he ran, but he could not escape. Back in the village, Amara woke up suddenly. She knew something was wrong. She ran to the river. "Please," she cried, "river spirit, help me." The water rose once again. The spirit appeared. "You trusted the wrong heart," she said calmly. Amara fell to her knees. "I'm sorry. Please stop this." The spirit looked at her, and then at the distance, where chaos still raged. "You still care, even after being betrayed?" she said. Amara nodded through tears. "He may be greedy, but he is still alive. Please." The spirit sighed softly. "Then go," she said. "Only you can fix what kindness created and what greed destroyed." Amara ran into the forest, through the darkness, through the storm, until she found the tortoise, curled up, broken, terrified. Without hesitation, she picked up the calabash, closed it, and whispered softly, "Enough." Instantly, everything stopped. Silence returned. The forest breathed again. The tortoise looked up at her, shocked. "You saved me?" he asked. Amara nodded. "Why?" he whispered. "I stole from you. I betrayed you." Amara looked at him quietly. "Because kindness does not choose who deserves it," she said. "It simply gives." From that day on, the tortoise was never the same. And Amara? She became more than just a kind girl. She became a legend. And the elders would say, a pure heart can hold power, but only a wise heart knows how to use it.